To start with, let me just go through the things what we have done yesterday. So we went with SPRO, that's the configuration transaction code. We went into enterprise structure. We have defined various organizational elements in financial accounting. To start with company, that is group company. We have defined credit control area. We have defined company code. We have defined business area, functional area, and then we have defined consolidated business area, maintained FM area, and then we went into controlling module section of the definition part, wherein we have maintained control area. We have created operating concern as well, and then we went into the assignment section, where we have established links between the objects that we have defined in the definition section. Like we have established a relation between company code to company, that is this one. Okay, so we have established the relation between client, that is group company, with the company code. We have established company code with credit control area, with company code. Similarly, we have established business area and consolidated business area relationship. We have assigned our company code to financial management area. We did not create a profit center, so therefore we don't require this one, which is only meant for profit center accounting. And then in the controlling section of the assignment, where we have assigned the company code and controlling area, and we have also assigned the controlling area with operating concern. So do you guys have any questions in the last class? Anybody? Well, if not, let me start doing the rest of the things. Okay, I will once again go to the definition section, where I have completed the financial accounting and controlling, and now let me go with logistics general, where your plant would be there. Okay, so here there will be two things which you have to work with. The first thing is called define valuation level. Okay, so here is an interview question. Okay, the question would be, what is valuation level? Okay, what levels are possible? Okay, and there is something called plant level valuation. Okay, plant level valuation is mandatory if, okay, this is the question that you may expect in interview when you say, or if you say that you are part of organization structure setup. Okay, now let me explain you what is valuation level. Valuation level is nothing but it's the level at which you valuate the material. For example, we have defined one company code called Nissan India Private Limited. We have got two plants. One is Chennai plant, other one is Nissan Pune plant. Assume it, there is a product manufactured in both of the plants. Okay, so one in Chennai and in Pune plant. If the cost of the material, it could be finished product, or it could be raw material, or it could be any type of material. If the price of the material maintained in the individual plant is different, or if the price maintained in the plant is different from all other plants in the same company code, then you call it as plant level valuation. Means the price of each individual item maintained in the plant will be different from same material price in the other plant. That is called plant level valuation. If the price of the material is constant irrespective of the plant, in such case you call it as company code level valuation. So it means company code valuation means the price of the material in all the plants is same. Okay, so these are the two levels possible. One is plant level valuation, second one is company code level valuation. So plant level valuation is mandatory if you want to implement PP module or if you want to implement product costing. So when you go for product costing, you will be considering lot of things like the machine appreciation or the depreciation cost, labor cost, overheads, so on and so forth. So obviously the machine depreciation cost or overhead cost or labor cost, these things vary from plant to plant. Therefore, in case if you are going with product costing, therefore valuation at plant level is mandatory. Also, by default, valuation is at plant level. There is one more point to add here. Once set valuation level can never be reversed. Okay, so these are the 3 or 4 points which you need to remember. First point, valuation is possible at 2 levels, plant level valuation and company code level valuation. Plant level valuation is mandatory if you want to implement product costing or PP module. Next, valuation by default is at plant level. Last point, valuation once set can never be reversed. So these are the 4 points that you need to remember for the valuation level. So now, valuation level can also be termed as valuation area, right? So now if you go with valuation level, if you look into it, you see here valuation area is plant. I have no option to either change or edit it. That means I am not the first person using this system. Somebody would have already been using this system with the valuation area as plant level. So therefore I cannot change the plant valuation right now. But in the beginning, when you buy a fresh licensed server from SAP, this will be in editable mode. So in case if you want company code level valuation, you can choose it. But by default, it is at plant level. Okay. So here, what we have to do is we have to ensure that valuation area or valuation level is at plant level. Okay. Next point or the next node, define copy, delete, check plant. So here, as I told you yesterday, because plant is being a central element which is being used by all the logistic modules, whether it is MM or PM or PP or PS or warehouse management or quality management, whatever, all the logistic modules uses plant as a key organizational element. Therefore, plant has been kept in the logistics general. Otherwise, it would have been kept in MM or in PP. Okay. So now you go and define your own plant. Let me just go and define the plant. So here I have got 3 options: define plant, copy, delete, check plant, define plant for cross system goods flow. So I will be going with copy, delete and check plant, where I can refer the existing plant which is 0001, that is the standard SAP reference plant, and create my own plant. Now you see here, if you go with copy organizational object icon, system will allow me to give the reference object, which is nothing but your reference plant, which is your SAP pre-configured plant. Okay. Now you see here in the status bar, it is displaying 17% of associated tables red. What does it mean? It indicating that the plant data will be saved in more than one table. So therefore it is trying to identify what are all the tables which needs to be updated while creating plant. So it is trying to identify what are the plants relevant for what are the tables relevant for creation of a plant. So once it identifies, it pops up a dialog box wherein you have to give the from plant, that is reference plant, and you'll also have to give the target plan, which is the customer plan which you will be creating. Okay, so this will take a couple more minutes. Let me see. Okay, so it seems this is done. Return to my files. It's taking very long time to upload the files into the folder, so I will forward all the files today. So excuse me for not sending you yesterday. It's taking long time, so I'm coming out of it. Can you just give me a moment, please? చెప్పు మంచికొస్తావా సరేరా ఓకే రైట్ ఏం లేదు It is not supposed to take this much time. Let's wait for a couple more minutes and see. This is the only other object which will take little more time, but rest of the objects are fairly quick, so we'll have to bear with this. Sridhar, to answer your question, there is nothing called client level. Only two levels are possible. One is plant and second one is company code. The data, while you create vendor master or material master, etc., there is certain data which gets saved at client level, but not the valuation itself. So we will discuss about that when we work with master data, which will start from tomorrow. So there I'll explain you at what level the data gets stored. Okay, so any questions on valuation area or plant or anything which we have discussed earlier or today so far? Because it's taking little more time, so I'm happy to answer any questions which you guys may have. Can you guys hear me? I'm not listening any responses, so hello? Can you hear me all?
I can hear you better. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, now you see here from plant and to plant. So here you should be giving 0001 as the reference plant and to plant. Yeah, sorry, somebody has got question? Did somebody has got question?
This plant 0001. Sundaram speaking, sir. This plant 0001 వేశారు కదా.
Yeah.
అది మనం కంటిన్యూగా అదే క్రియేట్ చేసుకో అదే యూజ్ చేసుకోవాలా లేదా కొత్తది రాసుకోవచ్చా?
అదే వేసుకోవాలండి. ఎందుకంటే మీకు ఎస్ఏపి సర్వర్, మీరు లైసెన్స్ సర్వర్ ఎస్ఏపి వాళ్ళ దగ్గర కొన్నప్పుడు మీకు మిగతా ఎంట్రీస్ ఏమి ఉండవు, అది ఒక్కటే ఉంటుంది.
అవును.
దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ప్రీ కాన్ఫిగర్డ్ ఎస్ఏపి కంపెనీ కోడ్, ఆ ప్రీ కాన్ఫిగర్డ్ ఎస్ఏపి కంపెనీ. సో అందుచేత ఏంటంటే మీరు దాన్ని యూజ్ చేస్తేనే బెస్ట్ ప్రాక్టీస్ అవుతుంది. ఎందుకంటే అది ప్రీ కాన్ఫిగర్డ్ ఎస్ఏపి కాన్ఫిగర్డ్ కంపెనీ కోడ్ కాబట్టి దానికి ఏమేమైతే మెయింటైన్ చేయాలో అవన్నీ కూడా మెయింటైన్ చేస్తుంటాయి. సో కాబట్టి వెన్ యూ టేక్ ద స్టాండర్డ్ వన్ విత్ ఆల్ ద రిక్వైర్డ్ సెట్టింగ్స్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ యూ విల్ గెట్ డిఫాల్టెడ్. If you try creating yourself, you will have some problems. If you try replicating somebody else's company code or plan, you may still have some problems because you never knew whether that guy has created the plant or company code properly or not. So Anducheta, it's always advisable to go with the standard company code, that is 0001.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I'm just going back to company code to see what is the company code which we have created. Did anybody remember? మనం ఏం క్రియేట్ చేసామంటే నేను 77 అనుకుంటా కదా.
777.
Nissan, yeah, 777.
India Limited.
Okay, good. So here I would like to create a plant, something like a 77C Chennai plant. Okay,
Sir.
I'll just go and hit enter. Now you see here there is some information which says in this function both the number range intervals and the addresses are linked to the automatic recording of customization changes. This means that existing number range intervals and addresses for this organization units may be handled and transported automatically. What it says is the number ranges created for plant, because like I told you, plant is being used in multiple modules. In each module, let's say in sales and distribution module, I'll be creating sales order with for the products created or manufactured in the plant. Similarly, in purchasing MM module, I'll be creating a purchase order for the materials required in plant. So there will be different documents used in different modules. Therefore, there will be different number ranges maintained for the plant in each of the module. And that's what system says. I'm taking these number ranges into automatic recording of the customization changes. That's what it says. You say yes. Okay, we will go and alter the number ranges at that point of time. Okay, now it says, do you really want to transport number ranges? No, I don't want. I wanted to create my own number ranges. If you want to go with number range copy, you just check yes, but again I'll go with no because I wanted you to learn the number range creation in various application areas. So therefore I'll go with no. Now you see here, it's like in the status bar it says 3%, 4% or 6% tables copied. You know what it is doing? It is trying to add a new entry with 777C in all the tables it has recognized in the previous step. So therefore, sir, Sundararav, this is what I was referring to. Because you have referred 0001 and because it's an SAP pre-configured plant, it exactly replicates 0001 plant. So it means you are not missing anything. But if I choose something else other than 0001, if it is created properly, okay, my plant will also get created properly. But if the other guy who has created some XYZ plant, if he himself made a mistake, the same mistake and the same wrong things will creep into my plant, which I don't want to happen. That's the reason you always should refer 0001, whether it is plant or company code or whatever you are doing on the system, because that's the only one which is available for you in the live system when you are actually working for the customer.
Is there any chance for changing the company code after taking another company code?
What would you like to change? What data would you like to change?
నేను మామూలుగా వేరే ఎన్ఎఫ్సిఎల్ మీద చేశాను అనుకోండి.
Correct, sir. మీరు డేటా ఏం చేంజ్? Okay. Can I change the company code? Yes, you can. But what would you like to change? There are certain things which you cannot change. For example, the company code number untu sara manam icha 777 అనేది. That you cannot change. But other things you can change. That's the reason I am asking you, what would you like to change? Do you want to change control area, or do you want to change chart of accounts, or do you want to change field status group? Do you want to change alternative currency? What is that you wanted to change?
Only company code, sir.
Company code key number అంటున్నారా మీరు 777 అనేది అది you cannot.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, so once it is created, it creates with the default settings of 0001 because you are referring 0001 and creating 777C. So your 77C will also contains the standard settings, whatever is there for 0001. Right? So once that job is completed, you have to go to 777C and make modifications, amend the record at later point of time once that is created successfully. Okay, so let me wait for a minute or two so that this activity will get completed.
Only 12% will balance.
Yeah. Because if you don't create your company code and plan properly, all your business scenarios, all your applications will go wrong. ఏది కూడా సరిగ్గా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ కాదండి. Now you see, ఇదేంటి Nissan అని వచ్చింది. I thought I have made something like Nissan changes. Now you see, I did not remember the transport request into which I have saved yesterday's changes. So I will go with own request to see my changes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, somebody has created this one. Okay, so that's not mine, this is mine. So Nissan changes, I'll just go with it and then I'll save my changes. Okay, so now all the entries which were recorded in the respective tables which is identified, now you see they are getting saved for the 777C plant. Okay, so let it get completed first. Now you can see plant 0001 copied to 777C without number range objects. Why without number range objects? Because we have said system has asked you like in a pop-up window saying that do you want to record or do you want to copy the number ranges? I said no, because I wanted to maintain my own number ranges. So now you see here when you go into completed activities tab, you should see this one. It means the activity is successful. Now having created your own plant, now you see here, I'll just go back. Now I will go with the defined plant to amend the created plant.